Oh, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing on this Tuesday afternoon? Going into the evening. What's going on with you? Uh, man, I wasn't I wasn't planning on doing no live today. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't planning on going live today. I wasn't planning on doing nothing involving YouTube today. I was watching. I be watching my folks' channels. You know what I'm saying? People I'm subscribed to. I wasn't really planning on doing nothing today, but just consume. I did a little something on TikTok, but I did a little something on TikTok. I made a little tweet on X. I did a little post on IG, but I wasn't gonna do nothing on YouTube today. You know what I'm saying? It's bad design, but I'm sitting here scrolling, as y'all can see. I'm sitting here scrolling, and I'm watching, and it's like, how long y'all gonna keep bro name in y'all mouth, bro? How long y'all gonna keep Charlie Kirk name in y'all mouth, bro? Cause it's obvious to me that this guy is very polarizing and very divisive, even in his past, because of things he done said. Now, I for one, and I talked to my son, I talked to my daughter about this, and they in that molding phase, 18 through 25. Daughter just graduated from college, son in college. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where a guy like Charlie Kirk will be on somebody's campus and being influential, trying to convince them to go one way or the other. And he's no different than your favorite content creators. No different. I said this so many times, is that he ain't did nothing that the next man or woman on YouTube, on TikTok, on IG, on X don't do. Content create. He was just good at what he do. Uh, your mama jokes. now I ain't got one right now. But anyway, how long y'all gonna keep talking about, bro? Cause what what's crazy to me is, as a black man that live in one of the worst cities in the United States, where your president Donald Trump has just said the National Guard finna come down here. I for one was like, go ahead, go ahead. And I heard folks in Chicago and they don't want to do it. And it's like, well, why not? Because it's not a problem. I remember when we were heavy on the first 48. We were heavy on the first 48. Like, damn it, every episode you down here in Memphis. Until the folks in Memphis said, oh, that's a bad look for the city. It's like, bro, it's reality. It's reality. You don't want nobody to talk about our shit, but you ain't trying to clean up our shit. You see this shit every day, and you don't want nobody to talk about it, but you see it every day. You don't want nobody talking about your family members, but you talk about them every motherfucking day. When somebody come out and tell you the truth about your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy, you up in arms. You ready to fight, but they ain't tell you nothing but the truth. They ain't sugarcoated. They call it like you see it because you sit up there and call it like you see it all day. But because that's your family, you entitled to say it, but you can't have nobody else talk about your family even though they said the truth. I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that shit. Y'all want to sit up here and bring up sound clips of what Charlie Kirk said about black pilots. Y'all fly more than me. I don't fly nowhere. I drive a lot of places, but I don't fly nowhere. And I know for a fact it's black pilots. It's black pilots in the military. I know that for a fact. It's black pilots on these airlines. It's black pilots that got their own private jets and shit like that. I know this. Matter of fact, one of my wife's cousins got a plane named after her in the military. And she's a pilot. So I know it's black pilots that exist. I know that for a fact. But y'all fly more than me and ask me to answer this question. Out of all the flights y'all took in your life, how many times have you seen a black pilot? I'm just asking the question. I might be right, I might be wrong, but y'all take more flights than me. Y'all go to everywhere. How many times you see the black pilot in the cockpit? How many times you seen a black pilot in the cockpit? Not that many, if you seen them at all. Not that many. So when bruh said, I gotta check their qualifications and see if they qualified, I'm sure they qualified, which rubbed a lot of y'all the wrong way. I'm sure they qualified, but y'all also know is that to meet a quota, I might put somebody ahead of somebody else that don't deserve it. I know this. I know this. You might put somebody ahead of somebody else just for the simple fact to meet a quota. It ain't right, but it's done. When he said something about black surgeons, my daughter, before she jumped in the finance field in college, she wanted to be a anesthesiologist. She wanted to be an anesthesiologist. Not because she just wanted to help people. She wanted to make some money. I'm just going to be 100 with you. Not because she wanted to help anybody. It's because they made a decent amount of money in her eyes. I didn't tell her not to do it. She went and did the research for how much education it took to be an anesthesiologist. I don't want to do it because it takes too long. So again, I know it's black doctors and black surgeons. But truth be told, we don't want to go to school for 8 years, 10 years. We don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. We also live in a culture is that, bruh, if you go to school, you lame. To go to school, you lame making good grades. You lame being respectful. You lame. The Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Sharkeishas and all them motherfuckers get all y'all respect. All y'all love and admiration. And they don't do shit. There's black pilots, but guess what? Y'all niggas ain't finna do the hours to be a licensed pilot. You don't even want to go into aviation to be a pilot, to work in a traffic control center. You not doing all that shit. And every so often, one say, I'm going to do that shit. That's something I really want to do. I really want to be in airplanes. I really want to do that type of shit. And y'all clown that individual for wanting to be an air traffic controller. And then to turn around and complain when a motherfucker say there ain't no black pilot and say, oh, he being racist, but y'all don't want to be in aviation. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You'll get on the plane to ride to another city or another country and all that type of shit, but you don't want to be in that cockpit. You don't want to do that. And when one individual decides that's what they want to do, you clown them. You clown them. Y'all don't respect them. None of that type of shit. So you can't have it both ways. That's my whole philosophy. Is like you can't have it both ways. You can't sit up here and get mad because an individual said some shit when I know y'all motherfuckers ain't doing that shit. And the ones that do it, y'all clown them for doing it. But want representation. But you not finna stand out and go represent. You don't want to be no doctor. Y'all will be a CNA. That's about far as most of y'all motherfuckers would go. CNA. Do enough to take somebody's blood or temperature and all that type of shit. You don't want to be no Ben Carson. You don't want to go and have to really cut somebody open and do a life-saving surgery. You don't want to do that shit. Too much stress. Too much pressure. Too much education. Too much time where you can't go bullshit and fuck off and all that type of shit because you really got to study this shit. So you won't kill, you delete, my bad. So you won't delete somebody on the operating table. They get paid big bucks for what they do. But y'all not going to sign up to do it. But I complain when the motherfucker said, I got to check the credentials. I got to check the qualifications. He ain't say nothing that y'all don't say y'all goddamn self. That would be so funny to me. He don't say nothing. He never said nothing y'all don't say in y'all own little circles about other races. The same exact shit. Some of you smaller content creators, I'm one of them. Y'all say the same shit, same ideology, same philosophies, doing all the same shit. It's just he had a bigger fan base. He more influential. But I listen to motherfuckers talk bad about men, talk bad about women, talk bad about white people, talk bad about black people, talk bad about straight, talk bad about gay, talk bad about rich, talk bad about broke. Y'all do this shit every motherfucking day. Freely. No problem. None whatsoever. But then when a motherfucker like him that got the eyes and cameras all on him and the microphone in his face and he's jumping in these different debates and all that type of shit across the globe, and he say some shit that make you mad. Y'all do that shit every day. Y'all do that shit every day. Whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on whatever social media, whether it's at a job, whether it's at a school, whether it's at your family house, y'all talk that same fucking shit every day. Every day. And get mad when somebody put the magnifying glass on and shit and say the quiet part out loud. And now you gotta pick a side. Now you gotta pick a side. People done told me I was wrong because I said, oh yeah, I agree with some of that shit. He said, why? Why? Because the shit made sense. Oh, that's how you feel? The motherfucker made some sense on that particular statement. I agree with one particular statement. That don't mean I'm no whatever. I agree with what the fuck he said. A broken clock could be right twice a day. I agree with him. I agree with him. So what? Motherfucker tell me, oh, you don't care about what he said. I really don't. I really don't care about what he said to about black people because y'all sit there and say it your damn self. Didn't care. Didn't care. Didn't bother me because I tell people like, man, I ain't even know bro like that. I didn't follow him. I wasn't subscribed to none of his platform. I don't know. I see him every so often when I scroll on TikTok, and a few times I see him, he said something that made sense, and I agree with it. That's it. Then he get deleted, got taken off the map. People celebrating. What you celebrating for? Because if the shoe was on the other foot and somebody took your brother, your uncle, your daddy off the map for just running his mouth, just speaking his points, you want somebody to grieve. You want somebody to show sympathy and empathy for your loss, for your children's loss, for your cousin's loss, whatever the case may be. You want somebody to do something for you. You want somebody to feel some type of way for you. But because you don't like what he said, it's fuck him. He deserves what he get. But then you'll get mad if your kinfolk get knocked off and I say fuck him. He deserves what he get. Oh, you wrong. No, I ain't. Fuck him. Fuck him. His ass was out there doing what he was doing. Her ass was out there doing what she was doing. And y'all know they were doing that dumb ass shit. My wife's youngest brother can't stay out of jail. This nigga can't stay out of jail. And every time he get out, we tell his ass, hey, bro, stop doing what you doing, bro. Stop doing what you're doing. And he'll stop for maybe a month or two. For a month or two, and then get right back at it. And as soon as he get right back at it, he locked up again. Can't stop hanging on a motherfucking corner, doing whatever, and you down there foughting. But you can't tell his ass shit. Fuck him. I love him. Fuck him. When I see, whenever he touch down, it's yeah, I fuck with you, but at the same time, bruh, what you want me to do when you keep doing the dumb ass shit and keep getting locked up for your bad decisions? I'm not finna do no GoFundMe. I'm not finna try to bail your ass out of jail. I ain't putting shit on your books. Fuck you. I said it. Fuck them. Because you know better. You don't want to do better. So many times I see motherfuckers doing the worst shit. And you ain't got a problem when your folks getting a one up on somebody. Oh, you riding with that dumb ass shit, but as soon as somebody turn the tables on their ass and get a foot up on their ass, oh, you ain't have to do them like that. Why not? Why not? Why is it that you cool with your people doing me any kind of motherfucker way, but the minute I flip the script and start doing your folks wrong, I'm wrong. But they wasn't wrong when they were doing what they were doing to me. I don't believe in turning that other cheek type shit. I don't believe in that turn the other cheek. And I was raised in the church. And I was told if I ain't believe in that shit, I ain't have to follow that shit. Guess what? It's a book to me. It's a book to me. It is what it is. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. So therefore, when you with the shit, when you try to scam motherfucker, when you try to play motherfucker, when you try to get over on a motherfucker, don't feel no type of way when the motherfucker bring it back to you. Ain't that karma? Ain't that the golden rule? Ain't that what it is? Every time I ever did something wrong to an individual, I sit back and say, karma gonna come back and kick me in my motherfucking ass. I accepted that a long time ago. Like when I do wrong gonna come back. In some shape, form, or fashion, I accepted that shit. And I kept doing wrong. And I knew it was gonna come back around. I can't do nothing like, hey, well, shit, I'm in the shit. What more can I do? Either I'm going to stop doing it or I'm going to keep doing it. It is what it is. I remember when I was coaching boys that I'm taking out the street, giving my resources to, my time, my energy, my money to make sure y'all had something to do besides sell drugs and gang bang. I get a few bad apples here and there, and I'm like, well, bruh, if I can't tell you shit, man, I don't need you on my team. You want to run the team how you want to run the team. I'm the coach. I'm the coach. I have assistant coaches. You want to come in and try to dominate and I run shit. No, you don't. I'm the coach. If you don't want to play with me, go out the door. I'm hard on them at practice. Did the hard on them in the game. You don't like certain shit, you go home and tell your mama. You go home and tell your dad. Then I had to hear your mama and your dad come into my practice. Well, why you do my son like this? Oh, your son with the shit. Your son with the shit. And you know your son with the shit. I told his ass kick rocks. I'll give him another chance. You know, he young, my son the same age he is, he don't know, and he know better. There's other boys on his team that's the same age as your son that know better. I don't have no problem with them. Why I got a problem with yours? I ain't got to deal with your problem. I don't have to deal with your problem. That's your problem, not mine. Cause for one, you don't want him out in the streets. You know he out there doing whatever he doing. You know he a problem at the motherfucking house. I'm your babysitter. So you won't have to worry, like, you know where he at 2 hours a day? Yeah, he with me. But I can't get him to do right. So I'm sending him back to you. Oh, give him another chance. No, I can't give his ass shit. Oh, well, fuck you. Fuck you. Take his ass somewhere else and see what happens. I done seen a lot of them. A lot of them. End up in the motherfucking streets. Because they want to do what the fuck they want to do. And then mama and daddy co-sign their bullshit behavior. And then they add locked up. Or worse. They don't do nothing. You a lie. It been so many times I done sat here and told you. I deal with their ass. I see them on the corner. I see them with the flags in the pocket. I see them with the drakes in the backpack. I see them. I know them. I know them. I done seen plenty of them get locked up. I done seen a few of them in the dirt. And you gonna tell me they don't do nothing? You a liar. Don't lie to me. But I ain't supposed to call out their bad behavior. I'm just supposed to let this shit rock. I can't even get $10 out of you to feed your son playing basketball. I can't get $10. I have to stretch my resources. I have to go get your kid's shoes out my closet, out my son's closet. I got to go buy them food. They want to spend the night. I got extra. I got to do all this extra. You can't give me $10. I got to pick them up from your house. I got to drop them off at your house. And you can't give me $10. And then when I say fuck them and cut their ass off, oh, why you doing wrong? Nigga, you couldn't even give me $10. You couldn't even give me gas money. And I'm doing you a favor. Because you rather spend all your motherfucking money on weed, alcohol, bullshit, while your son trying to play basketball. You don't give a fuck about that shit. But you give a fuck when I stop fucking with his ass. But I ask you for $10. Not every week. Not every day. Every so often, I might say, throw a couple of dollars in my direction. Just to help me out. Because I'm stretching myself thin. Can't do it. Okay, fuck it. And if he a good guy, if he a good dude, I fuck with him tough. I fuck with him tough. He got bad behavior and he expect me to give him shit? No. Why? Why? Why should I reward you for your fucking bad behavior? Why should I give you anything when you sitting up here don't want to do shit? Well, why? You don't give a fuck. Motherfucker say something about the job. Go get a job. You want a particular job, but that you don't qualify for, or the job you qualify for, you don't like to pay. Well, nigga, you broke, ain't it? What you gonna do? You broke, ain't it? My son just went and got a second job at 18. He went and got a second job while being a 18-year-old father and in college. And you mean tell me your grown motherfucking ass can't go get a job? You can't go do that? And this 18-year-old young man can do it with all the responsibilities he got on his shoulders right now. You mean tell me he better than you niggas? He better than y'all? That been out there longer than him? That's where they know how to get money, but always asking for shit? He better than y'all. He better than y'all. Because all y'all want to do is sit around and ask for handouts, don't want to do shit, and the minute your ass get fucked over on your own doing, it's a problem. It's a problem. I ain't gonna say you can't be on welfare, you can't be on government. Since nigga, I was. Well, my wife was. I benefited. I ain't gonna sit there and tell you I ain't benefit from that shit. I was eating good steaks and lobsters when she was getting that $500 a month. Eating good. We had to do what we had to do to get it. So I ain't against the shit, but I was like, man, I'm not gonna be on this shit forever. That ain't my goal, to stay on government assistance forever. Why do you want to do that? Why? It's Con asking for a handout. Con asking for some assistance when your ass can go do some shit. You don't want to struggle. You don't want to go through no bullshit. You want somebody to hand you shit so you can get a leg up. And even when I give you a leg up, you're still going to procrastinate and bullshit. And have somebody to blame for your issues when it's you. The person you look in the motherfucking mirror every motherfucking day. It's you. It ain't nobody else. It's you. And I say this over and over and over again.